Yes, working fine. Wish we had like co-drawing Photoshop would be the best. Already there. It's a pleasure being a hovering head gestalt on your Twitch. So thank you for the invite.
Like really different from what we used to. Like you hear Joel twice. Okay, so it's going to be good. Like right now, if you can just let us know, right? If you can, so there's no people yet. So I mean, you just let us know if we still, and Joel, maybe you can talk.
Yeah. Guess it's the same things as last time.
Uh,
You remember?
I think so. Yeah, you have the. Oh no, I have to mute you on that one. So audio 2 is off. Now it's actually good.
Yes.
Try.
He's
Okay.
trying.
Okay. How about now, Sven? Let us know.
Yes.
All right.
Is this better, Mrs. Sven Online 3D?
All right. Cool. Good. So I think we're gonna talk shit first before we continue, right? I think we have time for that.
Yes.
So
You
thank
can
you so
review your
much.
portfolio, Priya, instead.
I don't have portfolio, so
No, neither do I. So that's good. Well,
so
do as we
basically
say, and
it,
not as
it's
we do.
it's it's great. It's something new, and thank you for being here, trying all these setups with me. Gonna be like first time, and it's gonna be recorded by Twitch or YouTube. So at least we're gonna have something recorded online. So later I can check it out. Maybe do something better, with like some setting, make it a little bit more nice. But it's not always the problem when old people be trying to do all of digital stuff, man. It's crazy.
It's true. Back in my days, we only had black and white photos.
Exactly. So that's why it was crazy. All right. So we have three portfolios, right? It's good on your side. I hope you can check it nicely on your browser. So we got Lander, we got Regis, and we got Christopher Hiel.
Yeah. So no unknowns this time.
Hmm. Yep. And this is actually really interesting. Our Regis is here. All right. So we're gonna start. We're gonna put Christopher on the last, I think. So this one is interesting, right? Because what you call it? Xander is now doing the what you call it, the programmer thing, but still
Very
like
true.
doing artists. So this is like some old shit, like old work, like game projects. And I was like, why? But this is like, oh, let's go with like the most best basic picture ever. I mean, like, Xander needs to do something with this. of course, like welcome to portfolio. Portfolio. It needs to be like what's your drawing over it? But that goes without saying, and I think you're not like there yet. But it's fine. It's not like we're making fun of you. And welcome, Xander. About time. What do you think, Joel? What do you think should be nice enough to be put on the first page of your portfolio when people come in?
Yeah, no, it should of course be something you have done yourself as the splash screen slash welcome screen.
Mm,
I would like you have such beautiful characters you have done, Sanders. So I would just go with that or
yeah, this is nice.
uh,
I mean, like
game background or something.
the your drive to even just start this, Xander. That's what counts, you know. So that's why it is good. But you need to do something about this and make up your mind. And like if you want to put your like main character or I don't know some good objects or just drawing a picture drawing. But I think like picture like this, what you call it? Scenery. I think it's really nice because I myself I've been using that, for scenery. Oh, nice, nice. But you need to be like a little bit more what you call it? Not too distracting as well. It's still good for people to look at that because you need the wow factor, right? Like, oh wow, person has done this. So you want that. So like love at first sight kind of thing. So you might want to put that. But everything else, I think, is really good because home is we gotta need this. Like we need to be able to go back home easy without looking for like some button somewhere. Portfolio and projects. When you hover it, you have like couple of categories. You have like 3D works, 2D digital works. I think it's going to be easy if you just put like 2D works. Digital or not, 2D is 2D. 3D works. It can be including sculpting or whatever, but you know, make it simple because that's what people want. Hopefully, like just simplicity, then programming. Just yeah. About me. Let's check the about me page. So I'm the visitor and I'm looking at your portfolio. And go, okay. Ooh, good portfolio. And then I'll click about me. Okay. So apparently we get photos, y'all, and the background is very hipster. You know?
Very hipster indeed.
Yeah, exactly. Like those, mountain people, like earlobes and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is it, man. This is back in the day. Like about me, and you tell about yourself, and also you put your picture like up front, and that's really good move because you want to let them know, like, oh, this is me. Hello, I am the artist. Know me. And then, the content. Hello, my name is, and I'm a character artist. Okay, so you want to make sure that I think this is in my opinion, right? You need to make sure you know what do you want to put it there. I think like a more generalization is easier to learn something, but if you want to focus on something, the point is it's going to be very hard. That's what I'm scared, you know. So that's why. What do you think, you all?
Yeah, no, I think one thing to consider when you're like both like in two fields, like a generalist, or in your case, want to have two specialists fields. You also have to like decide which is your main, because these websites can be a little bit tricky when you're always torn between two divisions of skills. So I think maybe some kind of bullet point list is a very good thing. Like just UI programmer, 3D character artist or character artist, etc.
Exactly, that's
I
what I'm
don't,
thinking as well.
yeah,
Because right now,
some
by
of your skills like
looking
that.
like this, it's just kind of what you call it dangerous because it seems like you don't have like any focus. But what you want in this kind of website, you want to focus on you. So just be careful on putting those things.
Yeah, an
The-
advice I actually heard a lot about from recruiters is to have two separate web pages.
Yeah, for
One which
for
you
different
use.
stuff. Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah,
But it's good.
and since I talked with you, I know that you want to go into like a little bit of the tech art side, and that's also one thing that led you to study programming as well, given that you are a really good artist, which you are. So maybe calling yourself a tech artist and cover the programming like from that angle, because then it explains why you're doing both in one title.
Yeah, I think that really makes sense when it comes to that because when you call yourself like a technical artist, it's going to be a little bit more flexible for you because now you literally doing like the two of them, so you can just like always combine all this good stuff. So that's why.
Yeah. If I would
Okay.
really get to like redesign it, I would have like a landing page with two paths where you could
Okay.
click like the programming and
Hey,
art path.
that makes sense. Like so people can click. Okay, this one is my programming path, and choose your path, kind of thing. Yeah. Make it easier for the viewer, basically. So yeah, Sandra. Then you put everything here. You put like all of your hobbies and stuff. It's like really, really good. And then your work experience. I think this is me. I don't know if I'm wrong on this one, yo, but I think like your work experience and stuff like that. I think it's better if you keep it for your resume. So later when you doing this, maybe here what's worth mentioning is your skills. For example, okay, my capability of like handling this software is like 100% with Photoshop. I'm 100%. I'm good. Those kind of.
Yeah.
What
No,
do you
no
think, you?
percentage. No percentages.
Okay, no
Uh,
percentage. Just like good, or very good, very nice.
just the names and skills.
Yeah.
I actually been in a lot of those meetings with recruiters that
Mm.
always mention that it's very, very hard when you're like looking at a student portfolio or a junior
Mm.
portfolio to like know what the level is. Like, is your when you say 100%, is that compared to a professional? Is compared to a student? Is it compared to a cert?
Okay.
So,
Okay. So
so that's
just
I
tell
think
them your ability when it comes to that, and you feel your level of proficiency. I guess like I feel really confident at this software, for example,
yeah, I would
or
use
or
the software or like
yeah, like good, good, not that good, bad, or make like some kind of that because that's
I
like
would not even
personal.
have that. I would not
Okay.
even have that. I would
All
just
right.
have the softwares and even soft skills as well. Like and also like people tend to forget if you know some like
Ah,
project management side of it, Scrum framework, Agile theory, and so on. That matters as well.
well,
So
that makes
worth
that makes
considering.
sense. Makes sense. So that is really good. Then what else we need to add here now? I think this is fine. Again, like probably with the background,
Yeah,
because what you call it, when you make this kind of like information, you want the people that visit you to be focused on what you actually doing, right? It's all about you. So make sure that the background is not distracting them from like reading your actual content. Just be not neutral about that. Get some like good tones, like choice of colors, contrast. So yeah, I think that's the best thing that you can do when it comes to this.
there's actually one big thing here I noticed, and if you scroll down, I just want to double check that I am
Mm-hmm.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do. Oh no, never mind. I was.
I don't think you're gonna want to put like some alpaca stuff. So no, like this is strictly professional. So think of something that actually matters. Let's say you help out in a game jam. You done like something like above and beyond in your class, for example. Like this kind of assignment, you're actually doing something above whatever's required. Some things like that. Because this is talking about your work experience when it comes to the related set of skills. It's not like, oh, I can swim. I was like, oh, so I don't swim. I'm okay. Like that kind of thing. Just make sure it's very relevant to what people need.
100%. And
Okay.
one thing, like include like country number, like plus 46 for
Mhm.
phone.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. You're an artist, international one. So put plus 46 on things because that thing is only right now, it's only working for Sweden.
and since we are in the field of artists and games, LinkedIn is the official tool of
Yeah.
everyone working in this industry. So a LinkedIn link would be perfect as well. Um,
Definitely.
so think about that as well. What is there any other contact ways you think you should add, Priya?
No, I think like LinkedIn, like phone number. Just be careful with your phone number because right now your phone number is like exposed, right? So if you don't want that to be exposed, better not put your phone number in there. Maybe like email, and the email can be a little bit better. Maybe later you, let's say you pay for a yearly domain, right? So leahcoinberg.com, for example. And then later you can use an email alias like hello at leahcoinberg.com. That will sound more professional rather than like gmail.com. And then like also with the name of the website itself, it's really hard for other people to type. I mean, like yeah, Coinberg 18 dot wixsite. That's a lot of typing. That's a no. Like nowadays people love the short stuff. It's like they have the Tinder.com, Grinder.com. So it's easy.
Uh,
Yeah, epa.sa or something like that. Do something. Make it easy for the people to reach you. So yeah, maybe it can be like Coinberg, mountain with coins on it, like Paramount Pictures, but with coins, because it's Coinberg. Yeah.
I like all
I,
puns, so
I,
I
I I
will.
know my Swedish sucks, but in my head I'm just like picturing that.
It's a wonderful idea.
I don't know, something like that. You need to because now you're selling yourself, so yeah, you better sell some good product, like some good stuff. Just like when you get into like every website ever, you need to have that feeling like, oh, I feel like I want to buy this after I visit their website. So your website needs to be a little bit better than Temu. I mean, imagine that Temu is just like so basic, but Regis, for example, keep buying things from Temu. So it means it works. So somehow you need to be like buying things from Temu. Man. All right, cool. Let's move forward about this one. Maybe you can, because again, like this is your work in progress. Please make like some changes on anything at all. You can just like let us know so we can, talk about it. Okay. Temu has you in depth, so that's why don't use Klarna on Temu. It's dangerous. And then the digital work. Okay, let's check like the work, how the presentation. Okay, I'm not like a big fan of this kind of like banner. I guess. So later make it like flat and easy. Doesn't have like doesn't need like a title bar or something. What's called picture backgrounds. Just the 2D works, for example, and then that's it. Because your placement in this is already like a masonry kind of type, so it's blocks. It's nice. This is good. You can put like the title of the project and then like a really really short
Can
description, and
you
that
can you open the project by clicking on
yeah,
it? Something like
I
that.
will I will I will try because all of this is just like samples, right? But let's say if we go to Derpy Dragon, like no, I cannot see more about Derpy Dragon, right? So it doesn't matter what I click, I can just so I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it. Nah. Like you need to
No,
be able
I've
to click that picture and then like move to like some other page, and then that page will have like more information about the project. Your process, your stories, and everything.
yes. So either that or just have pictures without like as large as possible. Because in the end, anything anyone cares about when they go to a portfolio is pictures of your work. So it should take the most screen space. And also make sure it works on mobile and on PC. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
recruiters will look at your portfolio during lunch. I've
Mm-hmm.
been told by many recruiters that that's when they actually have time to look at portfolios, just sitting at lunch, eating on their phone and just swiping, like Tinder, but for uh, either like making someone's life or just making someone disappointed.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Popular project also hold items. It's is its own button, but I will fix. Okay. portfolio and project also hold items. Okay, so I need to click. Yeah, okay. Later on, make that one not working. So because you already have what you call it like category here, make sure that the only thing that they can access is the category. Because there's no point in clicking this one. You don't need the content of this one. So you can make it blank, not working to like some links. So when everyone click it, it's just like mouse over. There's like only pop something, but you cannot actually click it. My suggestion. So make it easy on you. When the 3D works, just go to here, and then the 3D works. Like, oh, I remember this. I remember. Oh, this is nice actually, you all right?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really, really, really
Yeah.
nice piece.
See now this one you can play. Lazy. This one is like really good. But later, make sure you put like your information more on this one, and be a little bit more clever with your layouting. Maybe you need to take a look at like a lot of like examples of how to put like nice layout. So people will you need to lead the vision of the people that's reading this. Right now the flow is like from the top to the right to the left. This is
And
this is kind of good.
yeah, yeah, and always be careful with just having like arcane, have like arcane fan art to make
Yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're always correct. You might want to like put credits like as much as you can. Just like, oh, this is like a work of this is a fan art, blah 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 blah. Let them know. So that they be like copyright infringement. But the artwork itself, this is nice artwork. Man, I didn't know Alexander can do this. You.
yeah, no, I've been a proud mama last year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, oh, this is nice. Look at how clean the model is. Like the texturing, good. I like it because you keep it simple. This is Sims 4 style of texturing. This is nice.
Can you click on the arrows there? See what happens.
Yep. Mm,
Yeah, showing progress. Progress. I like.
it's nice. Nice. Maybe the framing, like let's say you have this framing maybe a little bit better, this adjustment here, make it like here, right? It's going to be a little bit better.
Yeah,
Because right
and
now
I
it's
would,
just like wow.
yeah, and I would Photoshop away like the gizmo from Blender.
Yeah, yeah, all of this is going to be like removed. Then also, yeah, I mean, make sure the image is in the same size. Let's say you already select the resolution of 16:9, right? Widescreen. Stick to that. If you want to make it like 1 to 1, like a box, stick to that. But still, consistency is things. Because right now, what I'm saying is like your consistency, you're lacking of like consistency when it comes to presentation. Right now, like, well, this is a lot of gap. Like, not gonna lie, this is, let's say the person is like scrolling up to here, then all you can see is like a blank page and a grayscale model. So I don't think that's optimal. You need to think about those kind of like placements as well. So just my input. This one is good. See, you give like people room to breathe. Like after they read, room to breathe. Whew, okay, so what's next? Okay, modeling, blah blah, blah. And then like you stop their groove, so to say. And then with this, just make everything like on the right, for example, and then like keep all the images like on top of each other, like after again and again, because that's what you want.
And worth saying, it's probably a lot of text compared to feedback you usually hear from recruiters.
Hmm.
It's like, of course, pictures most important, and then bullet points in general. For artists, it's not as important to describe your progress. It's nice that you do, but you don't have to describe it in depth if you don't have visual support to show your progress. You much rather see that. But with that said, I really love this last picture with like the posing as a character and everything. It makes it so much better than just having it in a like T or V pose. So extra points, gold star, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Free gift card to Temu.
Yeah. Ready to pay for that. So yes. What else do we have? We got the programming side. Like, okay, you got nothing. But
This is programming. You just look at it and don't understand anything.
no, but I mean, like, if it's not ready yet, later just remove it because you can always put that back in. So yeah,
Yes.
cool.
Can you click
So
portfolio? Just click
this
the
one.
name, portfolio and projects.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the landing page then?
No.
I think you
Oh,
can
this is
click
the
as well.
landing page of the. Yeah, I can click these.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, needs to be worked on.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this is like a kind of like what you call it presentation that I can want if I'm like checking like a website because like easy on the eye. It's like okay, I can read this. That's not too hectic in my head. But you know, when the color of this figure out because you can always change the HTML code or whatever background color to match this one, for example. It will make your drawing seamless. Or if you want some contrast, then maybe you lift it up a little bit.
yeah. And this kind of leads us a little bit into the problem of having a custom web page. That is that
Mm-hmm.
you have to be a web designer as well
Mm-hmm.
as an
Yeah.
artist, because you need to keep in mind like the discipline, like the foundation of web design with
Mm.
consistency. You also have to have the UX site with like button placement and readability. So
That's
it's very
tricky, you know.
difficult.
That's why
It's too
using the
yeah,
ready-made website for this, like something because right now our station is just like everyone using that, right? So just go with that, easier, and then later you purchase a domain, connect it to your ArtStation link, and that's it. I think it's going to be way cheaper than Wix as well, but I don't know. So
yeah.
you should try.
Because this is the interesting thing, because it is two disciplines, I would say, that might actually sabotage the chance to get a job with
Yeah, I
custom,
agree.
and that's artists and UX designers. Because then the homepage design or homepage art or image color has to be as good as your art or better. Uh, so it's a tricky thing to balance. You probably need to either find a really good template and stick to that, do no custom changes, because those templates have been designed by professionals that maybe
Yeah.
have 20 years of experience.
Exactly. They
Or,
already have like something for you. They even have like the themes or whatever if you want to change, right? So it's going to be easier for you. You can just focus into your content, make sure that everything that you want to present to the recruiter is there. So yeah, but we'll see later. Maybe it can be like in your own. But if you want a challenge, then going your own like web design, it's I did that myself, but I still have like a portfolio in application, but like for the normal one, I've just been using my own design.
yeah, and
I mean,
also
I'm
Priya,
not.
we are old. We are from
Yeah.
that time when we, all of us had to learn to make our own homepages when
Oh
internet
yeah.
started to come
Uh
out.
huh.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's, like 10-year-old people who sat and coded CSS and HTML because everyone wanted to make homepages.
Mm.
So, uh,
Because right now, the only website that I mean, my own website, the only good for that one is basically I just need the domain, right? So people can email me professionally when they need, so it's easier. But the website itself actually doesn't contain anything because I think most of the clients already know what I'm doing. But I mean, you will be able to do that perks later. But even me, I have to maybe set up some portfolio website in case later people will need to see my visual result, for example. For now, I can just like point them out to, I just check my ArtStation, easy. But when it comes to like doing my own website, I'm not trying too hard on that one. But you, on the other hand, right now, if you're looking like this, like this layout that you have, this is really good, right? Okay, you have what's this? This is Overpunk. This is about blah 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 link, and then you have the concept art description, and then you scroll, right? Like like this. Do you feel at ease at the placement of this thing? Because right now, this thing is not even in the middle or on the right or so. Basically, when it comes to placement, this is kind of iffy, right? So make sure that's we talk about that again later. Maybe if you need like more input regarding this, maybe we can give you more insights regarding on how we should present your stuff. And you can also like check those professional website how they actually present their and then you duplicate, you copy those styles within your website. I think that's the most good way because you've been doing like a lot of things, but this is I like this. It's clickable, but it's not giving me like any thing. You know, when I click it, it's just like okay, the size is kind of the same. I want to be able when I see things, I want it to be like much more detailed. For example, so you need
Yes,
to have a point on that one.
100%. And also portfolios. Remember that the most common advice you get is to only have your best work.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes having game project one, as this is like you just started your studies,
Mm-hmm.
how much value does this have nowadays?
I don't think it won't
Probably
be
very
that
little.
impactful. So you need to choose which one. Like for the one, the arcane one, for example, that you did. I think I love that one. It's just you can you can push the presentation, of course, but I think that kind of project could have like a quite an impact because it's nice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you press like home or portfolio project again, like
Mm-hmm.
so you go back to the
Mm-hmm.
landing page,
Mm-hmm.
um, your best work should always be first. And right now, it's the very first thing is game project one, maybe your worst work.
Mm.
So,
Don't try to put it, yeah.
uh, so here or arcane should be like the
Aha,
game project should
yeah.
be at the top.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Because in general, a recruiter will spend about 30 seconds
yeah.
on your homepage. So it should be like the one thing they will look at. They might not even look at more than one project.
Mm,
They will truthfully maybe look at two projects, just one to see your skills, and then a second to make sure that that is actually your skills. So
mm,
you want two things that are even quality and equally good. So
mm.
if you want to
Ah.
show a lot of things and things that you've done that back in time, you want to have a blog session or something similar. You don't want to have old work competing as like a key piece of your portfolio.
Mhm. So that's what I mean. Like maybe you can add like maybe a blog session, for example, and then you dump not dump. It's just like you put all your just daily arts and whatever you did just in there. I mean, if people want to check it out, then it's good, right? But I think like the main portfolio. I mean, Yoel is right, and I will be telling you that as well. You know, just put the best, not a lot of them, but the one that can actually wow people. Like, okay, so this is what I want. And that's it. Only by one or two results. And then people already like convinced, like, oh shit, I want this. I want this person to like work with me. Because that's what you want, the effect that you want. So yeah,
Sander,
the
please
like
tell me. So Sander, please tell me who told you to have all the game projects on your portfolio, because I'm gonna find that person, have that person fired.
I have the
That's horrible advice.
I have the first game project visible to have people be able how much I grown during my project. You guys suggested to have all the go yeah, but not the game projects. Like this is our suggestion, right? But it's not to be put it into your main portfolio. Like I said, you need to include that in your own dev logs, like so that blog, like dev blog or like art blog, that can help because people can see your growth in there because that's like unlimited. You can put everything. But yeah, uh, according to Xander, like we did tell her to put like yeah, but again, like I told her what is the actual meaning behind it. So now you know better. Maybe we should
You're
be a
getting
little bit
fired,
more.
Priya.
Fuck, that's you. But
Oh,
yeah,
no, no.
but
So in general, like overall portfolio pieces, no matter who you are, I think this like is the most valuable, most current, up to date information. It's just having the best work and only the best work. And
but now I get it. I get it, Joel. Maybe there's a time when I tell the students, for example, like okay, include your game project, but probably like the good looking one, you know, like yeah, I mean, like obviously, because like, why would you put that the well, not too interesting one to be your main portfolio? Now that is a little bit So yeah, so you can actually. So I'm not wrong. I'm not getting fired. So yeah,
no, 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 you are.
nah, nah,
No, just
but
kidding.
still. Like let's
We are
say you.
joking back and forth,
Yeah,
but
of
yeah.
course, of course. But yeah, I mean, let's say you create like some really, really awesome game project that actually worth something, like really good, like visually, gameplay, like everything. And this is like a best-selling stuff. You even have it like published in Steam or whatever, in itch.io you have like millions of clicks, people play. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, That's your bragging right. So I think you can do that.
Something I've seen some people do that I absolutely love is that they ask a recruiter very nicely, could you take a look at my homepage, my portfolio, and give me a quick
Mm-hmm.
feedback?
And I
Because
suppose I should only have my second game project up, as that my proudest and I think my best work. Yeah, yeah. But you need to think like this as well. All right. So I'm saying this online so everybody can see me. I think when it comes to like your result, you need to ask people first, right? Because in the end, it's not going to be you showing those artworks, but it's going to be other people looking at those artworks. So make sure you ask their opinion first. Okay, not a lot. Maybe a couple of friends, a couple of professionals. Do you think I should post this on my portfolio? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I did that as well. Like most of the time, I make like a concept drawing and then I run to like my superior or like someone that's actually know more than me and like, what do you think? And then they will have like input. So that's the process. So when a lot of people, like the percentage of people telling you, but also again I need to make note that the person that giving you that advice needs to be the one that merciless, not the one that's oh, it's good, Sandra, ooh, your artwork is good. Fuck that, like, you ain't listening to that one. You need to listen to the ones that actually care about you and like, nah, I think this is bad, Sandra, maybe you need to work on this, things like that. So make sure,
yeah,
ask
and the
first.
one that explains why, not just the one that says
Yeah.
it's bad. You need
Mm-mm.
someone to explain why and give examples. I really, really love Polycount as a forum. Still do. They can be
Yeah, yeah,
merciless,
yeah, yeah.
but
Ah.
there is a lot of people that are really, really experienced, and they are very welcome at giving people
Mhm.
advice. So, and it's an
Okay.
old school forum. So,
Yeah, I think you should go to that. Let me just go. Polycount.com. Yeah, it's polycount.com. So you can go to this forum, sign in, register yourself, and then there's a lot of like people actually doing a lot of good stuff. 2D art showcase, like 3D art showcase in critiques. Don't worry about like just ask to like people here. Critic welcome, concept art portfolio, January 25th. Let's just like check.
yes.
Okay.
So
Right?
everyone needs to get feedback from an outside source that is not
And then
your
yeah,
classmates and also
exactly.
not your teachers sometimes. Because
And then
the problem
mm,
is teachers start to like you as people and then we get too nice.
yep. And then look at this, like the answer from people. This is like, oh, that's really really long answer. You know, like some people would be just like, wow, of course, but they have like long answers as well to anything, like so detailed. So I think this kind of forum you want it, right? So yeah, I think that could be a really good input for you.
Yeah. Then you can get hundred of professional artist opinion
Mm-hmm.
on your work for free. It's
Yep.
great.
Right. Cool. So now I think we do for a bit of a break. And I think this is good. Thank you so much,
So
Xander.
when
If
we
if
will
you
be
if
back,
if, if you need more, please let us know. But I think we're going to be back in like what? 5 minutes is too long, yo. I just need to drink. Or you need
yes,
something?
now 2 minutes, whatever. I'm
You
here.
guys have any portfolios, professional portfolios to share? That's a good question, actually. I will. I will because the person is already giving me what you call it agreement and whatever to let me show their portfolio. So I will bring that one in after this one. So okay, I'm going to switch my window to the BRB. Be right back. Yep, we back. Everything here. And for like portfolio, right? I think this is like a really, really good uh example. Like it's just straight to the artwork they're doing. Like no message, no anything, just like artwork, artwork, artwork. But the thumbnail is really, really well thought. So this is like just like optimizing their stuff. Easy. And then when you click, maybe you will have like more, but right now it's not the case because I cannot do anything with that the thing. So there we go. Nice. It's just bad. My internet's bad. Okay, so click this thing and then you have this. Okay, that's good. Turn off. And then you open like one by one showcase of everything. Right? It's really, really simple. And then if you need like some text, then a text. Right? Let's put it like that. Easy. Concept art because these info is kind of enough, right? You will like what this project is for if you just want to show this because even though it looks simple, like most of the information that the person is actually showing is really good because like about the schematic of the house, for example, and then like overall on the render of the house, and then person also have this what you call it like isometric view of things, the interior. This is more than crazy. So everything pack it up and it's still clean in some way. So yeah, and then same with this one as well. So the composition of the cinematic, right? And then the floors inside the house it's still the same thing, like now we go much more detail into this one, and then this is good. And then also when it comes to the thumbnail, oh, thumbnail is everything. I love looking at thumbnails, especially when it comes to drawings. But sometimes 3D work is also benefit from those because even before you start doing your 3D scenery, for example, or like environment, you might want to sketch those things a little bit, right? So yeah, and that's worth putting. This one, for example, really easy, just a top isometric view of a room and look really nice. Then like what you call this? You all like pose?
Yeah, I would call it like pose, or like almost like emotion
Mm-hmm.
states and so on.
Yeah. So it's just like straight to the point, like on what do you want to show. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
when
of
you have
course,
like
this is someone with like a lifetime of experience. For a
yeah,
student, they
yeah,
may
yeah, yeah. Of
do
course, of course.
projects, and that's fine.
But look at this as well. Like when it comes to like their artwork, this is like the other. This is not even portfolio. So the person put their portfolio project. They focus on the subject that they're doing, and then the other is what I'm talking about before, like Xander. Like if you want to put your progress and everything, like this is where you should put it, right? Traditional drawings, like trial and error, film studies, blah blah blah. This is where you're supposed to put all of your journey, so to say. But it doesn't mix with the one that's for portfolio. And then portfolio is also focused as well. Personal project and then like a game or a mobile game. But most of this is more what you call it, like more focused, like more higher client work, so to say. Something that's really bump you up. So of course you want to put it
So
right.
and over time, you will have professional work, and you will have like
Mm-hmm.
personal works.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like this one. It's really easy, to digest. And then you want to go to this animated graphic novel, like all the work is here, and then you have like external links because this is usually like a project for some companies, right? So that's why I think it's really good to have that as well when it comes to that. And you have the mobile game, like making stickers or whatnot. Yeah. Oh my god, this is cute, man. Damn it. I get a orcas instead. King Kong. So yeah, hopefully you will like it's clear enough for you. So what does we mean by fixing your work a little bit more better? Because you already have a lot of work, but when it comes to the one that you want to choose, you might want to rethink like which one that I can actually put. And then on the about page, like all of this, it's just really easy. Just like,
And one thing I think everyone should remember as artists as well, it's more than enough to just have an art station. That is the general number one advice you hear from recruiters from large companies. It's just have an art station. But in your case, since you have, for example, programmers should always have either like a GitHub front page, or in a case if you're like let's say a tech artist or someone who needs to show both script and art, then having your own homepage makes a lot of sense.
Mhm,
Um, and then later on, if you want to sell things or if you want to be a little bit fancy, you can have your own homepage. It's nothing wrong with it, but it
mhm,
just needs to be very, very like clear for the purpose. Because if
mhm,
you're a student looking for, example, like an internship, the recruiter will spend very, very little time on your page. So that you
mhm.
just want to have a picture smack in the face of the recruiter. Your best work. They gonna look for 30 seconds. That's all the time you're gonna get. Maybe even less. And you need to steal their heart in 30 seconds. So just the best work. Boom.
Yep. So hope that helps. We're gonna move over to the next one. I think who do you want next, you all? Should we go to Christopher Helm or Regis?
Yeah, I'm thinking Regis because it's a Wix page as well, so we are on the same purpose. So we don't jump from topic to topic, maybe.
Okay, but again, thank you so much, Henry, for all of this.
Thank you, thank
And
you.
again, when we're free, ask us. I mean, hopefully we can help. All right.
And like, really, like it's such a like emotional thing to have your portfolio reviewed. So we are really, really, really happy that people share with us. It's
Yep.
not fun, but it's really important.
Ah.
And I think it was Sanders' class when, of course, me and Priya, we haven't updated our portfolios in 10 years, but during that we had Joe Hobbs roast our portfolios. And
Uh,
both me and Priya were like, yeah, this is going to
yep.
be so
No
embarrassing.
one,
But
no one will hire me. Yeah, I know.
yeah, yeah. But it was really fun to do. So
Yep.
um, we understand how it is to have like someone like that maybe have a little bit more years in the industry to look at your work. And it's never fun, but it's needed.
And that's what you get like in the industry as well. When you jump into, especially like when it comes to video game, like even though you're a veteran, let's say you've been working in video game industry for 20 years, right? When you get out, right? Not get out. It's just like stop for a bit or whatever. You're become kind of obsolete for a while, because later you need to relearn your way back in again. Because while you're not doing anything, the world's changing, and that happens to me. Like at least personally, like when I try to get back to like the gaming industry again, it's just like wow, the amount of things that I need to catch up. It's just all right. So yeah. But yeah, all right, let's go. I will close this one. So if you're a recruiter, so should keep an eye on this one. Maybe this one can be like one additional good additional workforce in your company. But yeah, for now, let her work. And yeah, this is still the most kind thing that I can say. Focus on your work, finish it, and then push it.
Maybe
All
those
right.
wash blinders, you put on the side of your face. So you
Oh, look at this. Regis Kula art portfolio. And he's using like this standard what gladiator Roman word Trajan Pro.
yeah. But
Man,
isn't it welcome to a different font
like the welcome to
and
is
not
like a
enter?
different word. God damn it. I choose. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, choose your thing. Like, oh, 2023 by Regis Kula. This is 2025, fuck's sake. Like,
Yeah, that
I just
that
like
I used to have my own homepage as well, and I always forgot to update that. And it started to
yeah.
be ridiculous when it was like 2008, and it was like
Uh,
2016.
that's why I'm using script on mine. Like some
Yes.
script, so it will change when the time is changing. It will change by itself. Like So see, you didn't even notice that. You need to notice because it's a portfolio. So take a better attention. And I'm so glad I just can like talk about whatever, because no boundaries right now. Regis.
Yes, right. Me and Priya's opinion are our own. We are not talking in
Yeah. Yep.
our professional roles. Yada yada.
Yep.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Yep. 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 Definitely. So it's just us being us. Then this is kind of nice, but maybe you can work on something. If you want some logo, maybe you cannot see it, like because probably there's like a scan me thing up on top. But yeah, but there's like an RK logo. Ah, lazy. Do something. Create some good logo that you will be happy with. All right. But now let's go to the about, right? Because right now we got art, we got game projects, about, and contact. And that's what the content is. You will. I'm gonna click the about, and then wow, about me. Ta-da! Like same good font, and then the in. I think if you change this one to be like black, also maybe it still works. Oh, uh-huh. And look at that. Oh. And like you have like a coop in the back. Dude, I mean like with the AIs or whatever, out there, I mean like some of the coop stuff, man. Like why you have like some potato chips discount in you're professional, you is artist.
He
I
might
mean
be
the big
sponsored by Coop before he
yeah,
offers that demo.
maybe it's just like oh take picture with our shop. Maybe and you can get like a discount on patatis gratin.
Potatis gratin. Yes.
Yeah. No, like it's so detailed. It's like my name is Regis Kula, and I am a 2D and 3D artist who focus on concept art and character modeling. It's like, oh, okay. I started off as a self-taught artist 5 years ago. 5 years from what? From 2020. sorry, sorry. I'm just like, see, that, you know,
Yes, yes.
I'm
And I
so
think,
happy
to
doing
be
it.
honest, the same feedback here as in Sanders with the bullet points and just
Yeah,
yeah,
make bullet points. So you saw the one that I showed you before, right? That website. Make it a little bit more, more professional. Because right now, like, okay, you're happy, right? You're excited to tell people who you are. But sometimes TMI, bro. Like TMI. You don't want to know like everything. It's like, oh, I mostly spend. Well, yeah, exactly. Like I spend my free time playing games like Dungeons and Dragons in my own dungeons. My mama and everything like that. No, no. I mean, they already know.
yes,
Good
yes.
enough. Professionally, probably because that's what's the points that they want to see, and then check what kind of like skills that you have. Oh, some of my favorite games are. I don't give fucks, Like maybe if like one of those people who just want to check your website and look for your information. It's like,
I also think it's good to like, what are you looking for? To
yep,
mention that quite early.
mm,
Um,
yeah. You're right, you all. I mean, like I agree 100% with that. This one is good. This one is good. It's same like the one that we have before, right? It's kind of same. You tell everybody like, oh, like this is supposedly in your resume, but if you want to make it available for people to see just straight away, it's fine as well. But these bullet points are really good. Yeah. So.
yeah, but it can be a little bit better because I
Mm-hmm.
think this goes into a CV review, but actually mention like what are the things that you gain from this that you can carry to your new work.
Yeah.
Uh, and some standard lines are I learned the value of cross-disciplinary work within blah 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 or work in a high tempo team environment, yada yada,
Yeah.
things like that. So uh, it shows value for something outside of the field that you might have worked in. This is
Mm-hmm.
especially good for young students or students overall, because maybe you haven't worked on any professional art related things yet, and then mentioning why your past work experience in some other field matters.
During my
And in
time at
general,
India.
it's very good to actually have some kind of work experience before, because that means someone have willingly given you money to work, and people tend to like, okay, this person is not a serial killer. So
Exactly. So that's worth mentioning. But usually, like with the company itself and the description, a little bit about what company you've been working, and then your main. work, and that's it. You don't have to be like crazily detailed on that one, like oh, train repairman. Like, okay, is that like even a thing, or like are you like under like some sort of like other categories, like oh maybe like the railroad thingy or whatnot? I don't know. Just make sure you know what you're talking about when it comes to that, and don't make things like weird. And it is good, like game artist, future Bowden, like game artist what? Game artist student, something like that. Or studying game artist. Right? Just make sure you put all of those. But it's good. I like that. But because some of what I'm saying is like some of the description is not balanced, you like if I want to look at something, maybe I want to think, but that's just me. I want like equal content, so to say. So it's easier to digest. Yeah, especially when you got the NDA on the train job. So exactly, you need to create some because this is, for example, Stockholm Metro SL, right? You can put it here, Stockholm Metro SL. That's it. And I said like here you put like during my time I go to work. That's it. Easy, right? So still the
Yes.
same. It's just different placement.
Yes.
All right.
Since we
Cool.
are kind of doing an art review, and this leads me, if you go back to the bottom once again,
Hmm.
why William perhaps wanted to every student should have like a typographic lecture at some point, because if you see the alignment of the text,
This one,
how
yeah.
it moves, yeah.
Yeah. It
So
is one as well.
education, then education moves to the center, then the text to the left, and the
Yeah.
text is on the left, and the work experience is a little bit offset to the right. Then we go back
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
and the left.
But
So
Rick has
everything should be
mentioned
aligned.
mentioned thing about that before, like oh, while he start like put text, it's like messed up. So yeah, you can
Okay,
work on it. You can work on it.
fine, fine, fine.
Okay, now let's go to the art part. Click. Aha, my portfolio. Art or my portfolio? I mean, like, think of your mind.
Yes.
And then
Let's
like
see
the
some
place.
swords.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, you. We can stick to the page first. I just want to see swords
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah. And
a
then like
child.
I'm just going to like scroll on this. So the presentation is good. You have like some good boxes, like the column is nice. Maybe stick to just one color. That's it because you already like good things. Have like that good things going with the orange, man. Like keep it up. Like right now, just you break with like all of this black and whatever. Don't do that. But again, that's my opinion.
Yeah, pure blacks should be used very sparingly,
Uh
both
huh.
in your artwork and in your home pages.
So what
If
you
you're
wanna
not
see?
making a dark
This
vision
one.
thingy. Yes, I
Okay. Let's
like
see.
swords.
Medieval props concept art. Concept art made during my free time using Clip Studio Paint. Wanted to practice a bit more on props and blueprints as well as work on my concept art skills a little bit more. Okay. This is not concept art skills, man. This is your drawing skills. Wink, wink. Because you. Now I'm just like, I just want to say this to Regis, right? When you want to say that you are actually working on a concept, make sure that the content is about your concept. That's showing that's your concepting something. All right. So not only like your skill to draw, but okay, you're concepting things. But if you're writing his media for art props like artworks or I don't know, drawing, painting process or rendering process, maybe that's more like it. But let's say like sword version, like concept art explanation will be how do you come with this shape? How do you come with this color? Why do you have like a wrap in the handle? Why it's flaming? Now that's concept. And then what kind of like material that you're using? Not only limited by the color of the things, but more of the entire thing. Yeah, maybe like prop drawing or like prop rendering, something like that. That would be much more accurate. And it's fine. I'm not blaming you because this is good, right? Because this is really, really good drawing and you might want to include them. But again, description, description, description. Devils is always in
Yes.
the details.
Yeah, flavor text is great. Actually, having text to help your drawings are so underrated.
Mhm.
Maybe Priya, if you feel comfortable in opening that dagger you have on your art station.
Let me check if I have that dagger. Oh, okay. So maybe this one will help. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yes. Yes.
Right,
Yes.
this is like my old drawing as well. So
Oh no,
uh,
the skill is like the most amazing thing we have ever seen, and you're like, oh, it's not that good. It's old drawing.
I mean, like it's not that good, but at least you know when it comes to this, like I'm putting my best to tell like what kind of like material we're using, and then what is here. Like this chain is actually worth something later, and then like the leather strap to make sure like maybe this can be translated as a linen strap or whatnot. So I just need to make sure that leather is there, right? And then spike knuckle guard, and then like a bone grinder. So maybe this is what
And why
makers
this is
use.
so good is if you remember why someone is doing concepts, or what the function of a concept artist is to show an idea that someone else can produce.
Mhm.
And that the more information you give them, the better they can recreate what you show them. So
This is
it's
also
super easy.
like a couple of example when I'm making like a placement. Like this is me counting like how many assets roughly needed for the environment that we are going to be developing. So yeah, and what else? And then you have maybe this, right? You know, so that's it. You know, like later I will create like some detail, like on every single items, for example. So yeah, I think that's good for you to get to know like how you can start with stuff. Hopefully that helps, Regis.
So we have a little bit of text on these ones, but
This
uh,
is this is this is good. This is good. Like the runes, right? This is the same thing that I'm going to do, but you don't need to like put like everything. Like this is almost like a double, right? Because even though you're putting like a special hammer colors and a special hammer material breakdown, this is like the same image, you know. So yeah, you could do that in like one image for everything. So just a thought.
yes, and some like spacing between the objects, because when they're that close and you have the color swatches like that, it becomes very like noisy. It's a lot of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
information.
yeah. Too
So it's a
much
little bit of layout.
information,
Yeah.
and then like refers from everything. Because right now I'm looking like this is a hardware store website right now. It's just too much information. I mean, like I keep seeing hammers or whatnot. So yeah, I mean, like focus on the thing that you just want to say. So if you want to do like a prop drawing, do that, but don't be too repetitive because it's boring. Maybe you can do what Xander is doing. You know, those moving images that show your progress. You know, from line art and then base color, blah blah blah. Right. So I think that could be something.
Yeah. And still less is more is still applies
Yeah.
here. You don't have to
Yeah.
show this many things. If use the screen real estate, larger
Mhm.
images, and so
Like
on. And only
definitely,
the best
definitely.
work.
Only the best work. Again, be mindful of that one, okay? Because well, you want to show your best. All right, all right, all right. So
You
let's
should
just
make some
roll.
kind of like slogan like OTBV, only your best, only the best work. Uh,
Handle is the same shape in all tools. See, like again. And like, why? But why? Yeah.
And I think this text have been scaled in Photoshop.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then it becomes like smush.
Yes,
I don't like. Ugly.
things
And
like
like,
that
oh,
matters.
and it base
Uh,
color stuff, and here's like Regis forgot to put.
yes,
God damn it, Regis.
yeah.
You're doing good
People
on
will
this one.
judge you for the mistakes you do. So now they
Yeah.
will go like, "Oh, he is a little bit sloppy,"
Yeah, he's
and
sloppy at
it,
his work. Yeah. We're
yeah,
not going to hire this man. Yeah.
uh,
So,
and it's very, very annoying. But I've seen people lose opportunities over things like that. Just having like a small normal map error in a normal map bake, and they got that feedback. So
mhm.
people who have gizmos or like screenshots where you can see the software, they haven't taken the time to just remove that in Photoshop.
Yep.
Things like that matter.
Clean stuff. All right. It's your basically it's your own shit. Clean it up.
Yeah.
See, good
Something a
analogy.
recruiter, yeah, yeah, very true. Something a recruiter once told me that stuck with me, that it's so mean, but it's so true. It's like we are looking for reasons not to hire this person when they look at the portfolio. They are not
Out.
looking for reasons to hire you. So keep that
Yeah,
in mind, everyone.
they will look at your wrong, every single turn they will find your mistakes and like, oh, sloppy, yeah. No work on this one.
And that's why we tend to say that free art pieces is enough on a portfolio, free
Yeah.
projects, and it should be your best
But
project. Because
the best one
yes,
only.
because oh man, I like
Detailed as well. Imagine if you can do something like create something detailed or like let's say like props for like a war game or something like that, and then you create the what you call it, the battlements, bunkers, and what's inside of the bunkers, like all the details. This is just an example. Imagine you have like all those things like listed. I think that would be like really awesome. This is me giving an example, so it doesn't have to be bunkers. It doesn't have to be bunkers, yeah. So yeah, you can get it. Let's go to the next artwork. But good job on this one. Like I mean, it really shows when it comes to your 2D artwork. This can only get better. Then let's go. What else do you want to see, Joel?
that robot with wings. Then we have one 2D and one 3D. I think that's good.
This one.
Yes.
What's wrong with this dude, man? Look at them. Like, oh, it's literally like my kid being like, oh, I have like a that thingy on the ice. Ah,
Yes, yes. But I like poses. So I think it's very, very good that you have a pose, like hero pose, to present it.
it's like the name of the
Um,
file doesn't even change. Like you still have them as the title of that. So
E1 render mesh. Yeah, yeah, that probably shouldn't be there. Yeah. And once again, use the screen real estate.
yeah,
Have them be as wide as
yeah.
the picture. But, but
Or you can add like one more, for example, like another breakdown of a texture, like something like that. So make it even. Now it's just like not balanced because like okay, you should have four on this one. Now you have three. Like what the hell, please.
yes, and I think there's so much to learn about how, like, photographic tutorials, like
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
to like do your layout, composition, the rules of
Listen to
thirds, and
that.
so on.
Yes, yes.
Like they will always tell you when you take like a photo of a subject, don't cut off legs or feet. Because if you look at the picture of the like mesh that's in the gray, like the last picture, the
Uh-huh.
feet are being cut off. Oh no, it was you, Priya. Sorry, I take that back.
No, no, but it's
Everything
still
was Priya's fault.
it's still
Yeah,
cut off by the background. So I'm
that's
justifying
true.
it. Because if imagine if the background is pure same color like the dark one. Oh, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, but I thought I had a really
Not,
good pointer. Then it
yeah,
was you all along, Priya. So straight to jail.
yeah.
I'm just joking.
But this one, this post kind of. Oh my god, I want to say something, but maybe I will get banned. But no, man, like you
Yes,
can
yes, yes.
work on like a little bit more other like posts. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
flipping, like,
I think the
help me.
idea is I think the idea is good here with having like an agile robot to look agile.
This
But I
don't look
think
agile. This just
you
look
can
like
present
he gonna fall or something. Maybe give like some effects of like sliding. Those anime thing, like when the car
true,
drifting
true,
and you have
true.
like
Yeah,
that would be
because you have that
awesome.
on the wings. It would be nice with like some dust from the
Yeah,
feet or
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like
Like
that.
the wing, you have that the what you call it, the blurry thing. This is good, like movement. Because right now, like the feet is like, is this guy like breaking or
Yes, yes. And you
sorry,
can actually
Reese.
see here because you're also cutting off like the shadow because you have this strong like spotlight, I think, which I don't particularly love when you're lighting characters because it makes these long shadows and then you cut off the shadow with the framing of the image
Mhm,
on both of these actually. So that might
mhm,
be worth considering as well how you like post the shadow.
mhm.
Um, this might seem ridiculously like nitpicky, but things like that really matters. And I tend to only go
check this. Okay, I will switch to the desktop again. There we go. Nah, no, no, no. I'm just like turning on something so I can help out a little bit better. I need to plug my thing. Actually, like that. Go ahead, you talk.
Yes, yes.
I'm
I
gonna
talk
plug
while
some shit.
Priya plug in his drawing devices and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Just to make sure I can help out Regis to the max.
the Max. Yes, yes, yes. Because lighting also, there is when you have like one strong like spotlight like this, you see the lighting coming from one source, but there are some parts of the robot that is almost pitch black, and you really, really want to avoid that because it kills detail, it kills the edges of your model. So the easiest is just to have like a 3 point lighting. Um,
Like this one,
and you,
yo. That's what I'm
yes, yes,
talking about. Like that.
yeah, that would be awesome.
Like imagine that if you had that. Now that's like movement. This is like something else entirely. And then probably the render be having like some speed lines, like anime style, because this is your fan art, like you said. So you can actually do something. So enhance those movement a little bit. Maybe change an angle a little bit because right now it's just like, what the? You need some opening, man. You need some gaps. If you're making like some leg, you want some gap. Show things in this area. So yeah.
True, true. And I think gradients from the backgrounds and things like that, not just a pure color, because
Exactly.
there's no depth right now.
Mhm. No depth. Johnny Depp.
Yes, that is his name.
This is like this. Like, okay, if if there is nothing like worth showing, this is just me again being nitpicky. If there is nothing worth showing from like the side, if the side is kind of similar, I don't think it's worth repeating. I'm like from my own personal experience, I only put something that actually give reference to other people rather than showing like two sides that actually symmetrical. It's a waste of space, man. You can put something else in there. Yup. But this is really good. He has two different arms. But I mean, like, this is just me, okay? Again, because well, I mean, the arm look the same. It's not like the other arm is like some ballistic cannon or whatnot. It's still like the same thing.
Yeah, can you
So
click the image, by the way?
mm,
Um,
now you can see like
yeah,
see like same arm. So not worse. Maybe the differences is like in the pose. The one is like doing this, the other one is like doing that. So
yeah.
well,
And here is also the lighting, because the light
same
does not
shit.
separate the body and the arm, so it kind of
Uh huh.
bleeds together.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
exactly, exactly. So this is what like Yoel is actually talking about. Like here, you don't have like separation between the arm and the body behind. So you want what and this, right? This is hidden by the wing. So maybe a different angle might work. This is like really nice though from the side. Like I like that. But here,
yeah,
separation. Play with your colors, I guess. So color will help you in the end like separating stuff. And then also, before you present your print or like your render, play with the contrast as well. Like adjust the contrast, adjust the white balance and everything like that. So make sure that everything is on the tip top because you not necessarily have to show people directly the thing that you render at the first go from Marmoset, for example. That's not the goal. You want to show people the best interpretation of your you get what I mean? So it's not cheating if you actually adjust things a little bit more before you upload it, right? Don't do it raw. I mean, like raw dogging this thing is bad. So no. All right, cool.
calling the police, word police.
Oh no, man, that's should be fine. I mean, get that.
Just joking. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool work. Can you just press the contact, by the way? Just want to see what the
Contact.
difference between about
Okay,
and contact is.
okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Gift Code. I mean, we know it's a contact page. You don't have to like tell us twice. I mean, I'm not an
This is a
idiot.
little bit homepage from the 90s. But I like that because it feels retro, but you shouldn't have that. And
Okay.
also, everyone should know there are bots that will go through every homepage on the internet and steal your number and sell it
Mhm.
to like salesmen, spam sites, so on. So you
I
should
think if you
hide the
have this
number.
kind of email, you have that, like so people will be protected as well,
Yes.
and have a form that you can actually send,
Yes.
put things, send. And now we get, and here, aside from, instead of like putting this, maybe you can put like your face in here, like, oh, I'm Regis, la 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 la, here. That's it. So
Very lifelike,
yeah, exactly. See,
identical.
and
And
like a coop logo in the back. So
and
yeah.
once again, LinkedIn. I hate LinkedIn and I hate the language you have to use. It's a weird cult. I did the most inspiring thing today. When I was sitting at the kitchen's table, I had this idea that
Mm-hmm.
changed my perspective of humanity.
I mean, probably
I
remove
just,
this
yeah.
for now.
So you learn LinkedIn language, add a LinkedIn link, start using LinkedIn if you're not. And it's terrible, but you have to in this industry.
Yeah, exactly. Name, email, message,
Yes. And to
usually.
be honest, I have never ever in my life heard about someone calling someone
Yeah.
from a
Oh yeah.
homepage nowadays.
Unless you got
Uh,
cold calling by those, like
yeah.
gonna scam you and shit. Oh, you won like a lottery. So yeah.
Yeah. It might be better to have like a link to your CV or something like that where the number is. So
Mm-hmm.
at least you don't get your information stolen by a homepage scan bot.
Yes, posts.
Yes, yes. Um,
Now we go back to this thing again. Like we got like a couple of like things that probably that we need to bash a little bit more. How about this one, Joel?
I given Reggie so much
What,
feedback on this.
fuck,
So
fuck is wrong with this one? God
yeah,
damn it. Let's see. Oh, see, post a little bit better.
yeah.
Regiscular additional post.
But
Ah,
Reggie is very tired when it comes
exactly
to
like,
me and giving feedback on this one.
and it's like this one.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Like when it comes to posing, man, like I think you can benefit from actually using poses that's already like out there that you can use freely. Let's say I'm creating like a model, right? And then I rig it really fast. I auto rig that even like, and then I put what you call it, a movement or a motion from what's that website you will, the thing where you auto rig thing,
Mixamo.
Maximo. And then you just like slide around like your the post that you want, and, like take picture. But all people already like work on that one, like making good animation. Use it. It's not cheating. I mean, like probably if you want to mention that will be like, oh, the animation here is actually created by. Oh, that's even better. But I mean, to save time. But again, to make it correct, if this is if you don't feel like you're actually good at that. But if you like actually a guy that's really good at posing, oh, by all means, I think you should do that, right? You will. But if you like kind of not your forte or whatever, well, fuck it. Like why? Why bother?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course,
I
practice.
think in general, like having some kind of pose, but uh, sheet as your way there.
Mm.
I before Mixamo was the thing. I used ZBrush to pose characters
Ah,
by
yes, yes, yes,
using.
yes, yes. That too.
I don't
Just
remember what
post
it's
it,
called, but you can make the like almost like bone shapes, as
yeah,
in
and then look at like references. You check the angles on those references, and then you just set your post accordingly. You don't have to think about like, oh, what kind of post this guy should have. Like this one, for example, like in between like up resting on the sofa and trying to walk. So on the top is all like, ah, I'm tired. The legs still is. I want to walk. So.
and like a background here, like something like a contrast in color.
Mm-hmm.
As this is, it would help with the stylization of this art piece to
Definitely.
have something like that.
And then
You
also,
could even
Regis, this is really good, right? With the presentation and everything. And I know you're already like really tired with this specific robot, but I think it's worth pushing, you know? And then you republish this when it seems, because all the basic needs, it's already here. You got everything. You just need to polish it. And when it comes to polishing, well, I think you can do much more better. You don't even have to like recreate this, right? So worth looking
with that said, I think it's a very good thing for people that have not created 1,000 models yet to just move on from
at. Yeah.
art pieces. Because sometimes you have small issues that would take a long time to fix, and your
Mm.
skills grow so much project from project. So
Hmm.
sometimes just moving on. And it's something I wish I did in my career because I
It's
spent
nice though.
like months on the same um, 3D mesh. And if I would just have moved on to the next, I would have learned so much faster.
Definitely.
But with that said, having the emissive map, by the way, I just saw it. That's why I changed
Mhm.
it. You don't have to have all your like color, like texture maps. It's good to do a breakdown like this, but like the displacement, you don't actually use these displacements in your presentations,
Yeah,
and the
you
emissive
don't
is
have
just
this. And it's
the
the
emissive is just
emissive is
one
even
pixel.
here.
Yeah.
Shit, like if you want to show the emissive, then make sure that the render is actually showing the emissive as well. Because right now all I see is like blue. Right? Push that thing on the render. Make sure if you want to include emissive, make sure that the emissive is there. All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
this
what
can
you
be
see
like much
for.
more better. Not gonna lie, can be much more better. Maybe just like some shape up, little bit of routine. I think I think Regis can make this one a little bit more beautiful.
Yes. And stop using UDIMs, game
Yeah.
models. Just whispering that in the background.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
can go
yeah.
in one texture map and be the same resolution with some smart layouting. But I or spammed Regis for months, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Exactly. Never again. Good. You learn, right? So most of your work up until now, like what I'm saying, is like you can reuse most of these things. You just need to present them better. So make sure it's better. I mean, you got us. You got like other all of your friends as well, like to ask around. Like you have like other professional to ask around. So make sure you ask them. This is looking good, okay? And tell them to be honest.
Maybe, sorry, Priya, maybe we should do like a
Nah,
presentation a workshop with sometime on
yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
channel.
Yeah, if you want to join in, like, you pay money on this one. Ah,
Mm,
money.
I'll give away everything for
Nah, nah.
free. I'm very cheap.
Yeah, not me. Only money. But no. But yeah, Joel is correct. So I will probably we should talk about this, and I think this will benefit the students will benefit a lot from all of this. So maybe yeah,
And
maybe
me
this
as
one.
well. When you
Yeah,
like talk composition and things like that, there's things I wish someone had told me when I was a student. So
but we
uh,
can make this thing happen. You know, just make sure if you guys into this and probably you want some more workshop regarding this, let us know. All right. So we will try to make it happen, but we need to also check out like how many people that are actually interested in doing this because like I'm not doing it like only for Sven, for example. That's a waste of time. Why? He doesn't even pay me, yo. So
he pays me actually.
oh, all right. So let's go to this one. Nah, I actually know this one because well, he talked to me about this. So he asked for my input regarding this. But right now, like look at the breakdown. I told him to do so far. Like it's just like freaking small. So like yeah, the information is not there yet. Right. So you can do better. You can do better, but it's there. You already did this, so that's good.
Yeah, is it an original piece or fan art?
Yeah, I think it's a graduation project robot. So this is like a regional piece. Because right now, the only thing that I want is because this robot's supposed to have like 4 arms, right? And the concept is like these 4 arms is actually attached to the shoulder and also attached to the backpack, which is we cannot see that right now, and so that's a bad previewing, right?
I
Because I
really
told
like
I
the
told
silhouette.
him to do this. The silhouette is good. I mean, like, hey, you've been talking with Priya, so of course it's good.
Uh,
Nah,
yeah,
nah, nah. I'm
I
kidding. I'm kidding.
guess
But why green? I mean, like, God damn it, this guy. No, no, that's me, Regis.
I think green kind of fits if it's military style, or but depends on the function of the robot. This sounds like it feels like a diver underwater military targeted robot, I guess.
Exactly. See, now you can sell this thing actually because this is what we have. But later, when it comes to the parts and the details for it, I guess you really need to work on this because like I don't want to see no part breakdown for every single part of this. So you need to have like a dedicated sheet on the parts. It's easier for people to just and this one need to be together in the same page, like how you color it. Maybe put this thing, mesh it together in the middle, and you create like a slice showing that oh, this is when this thing have no colors and blah blah blah. So yeah, all right. Stream
Christopher is
died.
making up lies here in the background.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't see no dying thing. He just what you call it? Afraid that we come
Instigating.
closing to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna bash him.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry.
okay. And also while we're here, I mean, like to everyone that's joining us this evening, like thank you so much. Like we're so happy that you're actually here. And then please don't be shy. Just like put all your questions, inputs, or whatever, because we're not here to educate you. We're here to actually work alongside you, right? Because we're lacking a lot of things as well. So we want to learn. And this is one of the way that we can actually learn and support each other. So please, join this portfolio session. If you have your portfolio, I mean, like just send it to us and let us talk about this. I think it's going to be awesome. And then if you have inputs, and then just put it there as well. Like talk smack, but still, within not limits. It's just like if you want to say something, at least prepare yourself with the you know backup of why do you suggest that. Okay, don't be 4 arms, maybe six. Because I think it blah 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 blah. So you always have like an explanation behind your comments or suggestions and stuff like that. So it will be what you call it much more educational to everyone rather than just saying like, oh, Regis, well, like, four arms like ugly man, and that's it. And Regis be like, ah, what's ugly? I want to say Joe, but I don't want to continue saying that. Man, that would be bad. But yeah, something like that. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Regis, for let us bashing this. And let's see a couple of like artworks that he's making as well, yo. So, this one, man. It's like, man, it sounds like some ugly ass render on this one, like too dark. Like for me, at least. It can be better. Maybe lighten up the background a little bit. Play with the angles and stuff because now the emission works, but you're just like, what the fuck is that? If you just like open this,
Yeah, black backgrounds or dark backgrounds is instant jail in my book.
I don't even know what this thing is. Like so. Not sure. Because you depended on your silhouette, yeah. So people will get like from the very first time they're looking at your work. So silhouette, silhouette, silhouette. Don't. I mean, you already have like a good one, and then you put like a bush in the back. Like the fuck. Like you're supposed to be looking at that gun. I'm not supposed to look at a bush. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah, I think it will be better if you have like because this, for example, ooh, this nice. Like all of this. Well, polygon can be better. But I don't know. I let you all talk about that. I'm stuck at making this as well. But yeah, I think quads can be a little bit more better. And also this, like high poly. Like what's so high poly about this shit? This is still feel low poly for some sense. Again, that's me, Regis. Don't be hated. So I feel like that because high
Okay.
poly, low poly, high poly, low poly. Same shit. Like I want to say like high poly cables, like all the chips and dents or whatever you sculpt in there. Now that's high poly. Because if you still have the same model, well, why bother having a high poly? Just use low poly as a high poly. That's an option in Substance Painter, by the way. So just click that shit. You'll be fine.
You don't even have to click it. You can just click bait.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, there is a long discussion about edge flow and like quad like
Look at that
placement,
monster of
but
a UV. My
that's
God.
for another time. That's for another
Oh,
time.
why this is like this and this is like, God damn it, this is crime, crime. What? What?
Yes.
Like how many? How
I'm
many?
just happy you're saying this time. I have already said too much about these two things, so I'm just gonna be quiet
Ah,
in my corner.
but sorry, man. I don't think this one worth showing on your portfolio. You need to fix it. For now. For
And
now. I'm not.
it's the oldest artwork, so why
Yeah,
still have it?
exactly, exactly. So I'm not saying that this is bad. I mean, like the design itself, it worked. Not gonna lie, man. Knowing you right now, knowing what you can do, this can be some good shit. But for now, you just like you ain't showing people this, man. Like this is gonna be dangerous. So yeah, please. better on that one. And like this, for example, ooh, man, I'd like this. You're like a students be like, oh, I'm putting this meticulously. Thank you, Joel, for like the advice and everything.
And also remember why you have something on your page. Because if it's so small that someone really can't see,
Yeah,
like your
exactly.
normal maps, if there's any bacon, that doesn't feel any function. People tend to
Yes.
just put things on a site because they've seen other people have it, but they haven't
Mhm.
really thought of why it's there. It's there
Yeah,
so a recruiter can see that you know how to bake textures. So it
yeah.
needs to be the size where someone can see that you know that.
But I like your style. I'm like, I'm gonna make some new stuff that actually put all my time and effort into it. That's good
It's
shit.
what we
And
like to
then,
hear.
yeah, and then you know that we always here as well. So, holla at your boy. You'll be fine, right? And old as it is, like we might be like some dinosaur or whatnot, but we know a couple of things or two. So hopefully it will help along the way. Because imagine if Regis make it like out there, right? Can you imagine that you're like a big name and like some doing stuff? Imagine like how many money you can put. Like, hey Regis, give me $300, and be like, okay, like no question. Like, that's
Smart
what we want from you. Like
money,
you to be
free money. Oh,
success, rich. You be like, Regis,
that
Regis.
that also
Oh,
that
here you go, Priya. Okay, no problem. And then like maybe Sven coming with like some money gun. Oh, shower me with money. Yes, yes. On those. All right, cool. And then I will start to check the next one. Do we have like any other thing? No, I think it's okay, right? Hopefully you will have everything that you need, right? We have one more after this. Actually, it's Christopher, the Helmet Man. The Helmet Man.
uh, yes. And as always, Christopher's is an art station, and it's never wrong to only have an art station as an artist.
Yes, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. The only thing that's wrong here is, oh, okay, I will not continue that. Yes.
No, no.
We don't need like no break on this one, right, Joel? Or do you need like some
I
thingy?
never need a break. I just have my coffee and I'm
Damn.
happy.
Like my coffee's already off. God damn it. Like I need more. So yeah. Thank you so much,
You just
Regis.
need a larger cup. Thank you, Regis. I really, really appreciate that
Yeah.
you let us do this.
I paid for premium as you suggested on our
Who suggested that?
Priya.
Why?
Premium.
You get everything free nowadays.
No, no, it's not the free thing. If
Ah,
you
it's
can
the
like put
homepage. You're right.
the homepage, yeah, exactly. So that's why. I mean, if you can pay for that, why not? Well, I mean, that's not a bad deal as well.
No, no, no. Absolutely not.
Like I'm not going to, drop them into some abyss or whatnot. Okay, so that one is Regis Kula 1337. That's nerdy as fuck. I'm like yo. Yeah,
Hey, now.
yeah. Wixsite.com. So yeah, check Regis' work. All right, so he will get better. I promise you that. Not gonna lie, because he will not bring shade to my name. This is about Ona right now. Oh, Ona. Thank you.
And in the chat, Christoph is talking about also paying for LinkedIn Pro. And like I say, that's
Okay.
worth it when you are looking for a job or an internship
Yeah.
and want to be able to direct message a couple
Yeah.
of people every month.
Yeah. Because it's
Otherwise,
limited.
it's
If
not
it's
worth it.
four, you can send like maximum 4 per day or 5 per day if you're not using that. I don't have that, but I think it's good later if you want to contact people.
Yeah,
Now let's go to this Christopher Hjelm, students, game artists as future games. Booted.
yeah.
Oh, you,
So
you can
better
just like.
thumbnails is the first thing I see.
Mm-hmm. And also, if you
Um,
already like kind of pay pro on this one, make sure you end up and up when it comes to what you call it, the features as well, right? Domain and whatnot. Because you can add your domain in there. So let's say artstation.com, and I will put your name here. Sites from your portfolio site. I'm just going to go to your normal ArtStation, right? See, you have the pro, but you still need to work a little bit when it comes to that. All right, and this one looks a little bit better. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, yeah. The free
Yeah,
one looks better.
because you have this. I mean, here you don't have nothing. I mean, like, the portfolio is good, so it's fine. So I'm not going to be. This is not a batch at all. I mean, guess well, you already work on this one, and then you have which one do you want to see, you all? I don't know. You can change that.
Um,
You're a pro. You can change that. There is this thing called theme. Do it. It's good. Been there, done that. So.
yes, I think we can stay on this a little bit and talk thumbnails because it's
Mhm.
actually something people tend to forget.
Yeah.
You
Oh
can
yeah.
have a custom thumbnail.
Thank you, Joel. Yes, thumbnail because look at this thing, library thing. Oh my god, this is sucks. I mean, you can do much more better. I mean, where's the framing, Christopher? Where's the framing? It's supposed to be like here in the middle, and now that's a thumbnail, right? Right
Google
now,
image search rule of three, Priya.
yeah.
So we can,
Okay, so also when you do this, you know, make sure you put everything. This is like the points, yeah. So optimize that, right? Right now, like this thing, for example, like this shit is not even in the remotely close to this. So, yeah. And also with the
but
hammer. See hammer.
yeah, yeah. So you don't want to cut off the edges. You want the thumbnails to be look
Hmm.
good. The hammer maybe having like an action shot of it from the side, something like that.
Precisely. Or probably like a two, three-quarter shot, maybe isometric shot. Something as it's think Instagram, dude. Like seriously.
Yes.
When you do this kind of thing, make sure your presentation is like the thumbnail is actually covering all the things that you want to show. So please do that. And there's still time. Do that. Hey,
Yes.
so
Yes.
like,
Yes.
wow,
Um,
bookshelf. Like what the fuck? Wow, lazy. What are you actually
World of
doing here?
Warcraft inspired bookshelf.
World of Warcraft inspired bookshelf. There we go. Hand painted textured effort or whatever.
Effort sounds so lot. Yeah.
I don't, like I don't know, but I mean this is like the Doom Hammer shit, like this is Thrall weapon. I mean this kid played too many World of Warcraft, I think, lately. God damn it, you need to lay back, man.
Yeah. Mm, You're not allowed to play MMORPGs while you are a student. That's a rule.
Hmm. That's a rule of thumb.
Uh,
I'm so tired to be in this course because I was like raiding last night.
uh, sorry, I can't join the game project. I'm raiding.
I'm raiding. I have to lead a raid. Now he have the audacity to lie in the internet. You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't play WoW. I don't like their art. Like every
Yeah.
defensive people ever. God
Uh,
damn it.
why do you have like a dwarven beard if you don't play WoW?
Exactly. You do look like a thing in World of Warcraft. I can put you in the game and be done with it. No texture required. Just your
Uh,
photo.
Kind of look like one of those cow people with a beard.
What?
Uh, Tauren,
Oh,
one of the Vikings.
Tauren. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You look like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Thank
Sorry,
you for
Christopher.
sorry for and thank you for letting us having some fun. But and like I also want to say because I'm also close to this World of Warcraft, right? I mean, like this one game that actually shapes me as well. Like I get a lot of like my first gig. I like everything from this game, so I know this thing deal. So I can be a little bit nitpicky when it comes to people doing this thing in the wrong way. So fanboy, that's it. But your effort is good, but please remember that, like what you all said, like your description needs to be a little bit more in there. All right. Sorry if you can hear the voice. It's the kids like running around and everything. So it's Saturday. I don't even want to go to bed yet. So all right, let's go with this one. You
Reload the page. Let's see what
or
happens.
reload the page. He's flexing. Like I reload. Makes like the third.
Maybe press enter in the address bar, URL bar, because sometimes that force reload.
Nope. La, la, la. You suck.
Might be your cookies.
Maybe your payment is still pending, so that's why. Nah, but it's fine, man. Control F5, of course, Regis. What do you think I am? I know how to refresh things. And by the way, it's F5. Doesn't have to. You don't have to push control to that. Old school. I know shit. Ah, that's not Regis. Oh, that's. I think I know that person. Damn it, that
Yes.
person is wrong. That person is wrong. Control somebody got force. Do you know that person? You will.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Man, like some yeah, like some stalker shit.
Yeah, some
Basically,
kind of web developer or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
good. But yeah, I will fix that. Control Shift Art in Firefox. I'm using this. I'm just going to do this and Control R.
Yeah, I think it might actually be. Uh,
Shit, right? So
I
whatever.
actually think Christopher haven't really. But,
Uh,
uh,
yeah, he just
stated
he
it.
kept lying and shit. No, so that's a bad trait. Don't do that. That's an art.
Yeah, because it looks the same for me even in like incognito mode. So
It's about I changed the name of the book. Oh, it was about.
but
Okay,
tell us
okay.
what you changed then.
God
We
damn
need
it! I
patch
thought you were gonna
notes.
make like some. Yeah, what the fuck? What
What you
a,
changed
yeah,
the
but
theme.
this one is not changed though.
Oh no.
Oh, inspired World of Warcraft. Or wow, wow. I mean, like people that don't know what wow is, be like, what's wow? This guy is like so happy about
Still jail
himself.
time. Jail
Yeah,
time, I think.
jail time, jail time.
Yes. But maybe we should actually give
Well,
feedback to the artwork
that's
now.
still a work in progress. Reason. All these people, their reasoning.
No
Oh,
reason. There's only mistake.
we having so much fun tonight, and thank you so much for letting us do so. You know, us is like nothing but love, baby. So yeah, the crystal. Finally done with my first stylized project. For this project, I want to learn about stylized scenes. The inspiration was taken from an artist focused on this type of stylization under tutorial. Tutorial link. From this, I learned a lot about how to use this program. What
Use this
program?
program. Instagram. We learned how to use Instagram. Yeah.
This program, what? Is it
You should mention the programs is what Priya is trying.
exactly like Photoshop or whatnot? I'm using Photoshop for texturing. I'm using this for UV mapping. Damn it! See again, your reasoning. Oh, I didn't think of. I
Priya
think
is a terrible human, I think.
it's like
We learned.
giggling and like crying at the same time right now in his place.
And of
But this
course,
is amazing.
our opinions is our own. It does not
Yeah,
belong to our
this is our
employees.
own opinion. No,
TM
nope, 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 nope.
legal text.
But do you want to see the video? Have you watched the video, Yor?
Yeah, I haven't. Click play.
Okay, let's go.
Oh well, I have, but it was longer.
Well,
longer.
there is nothing much. It's just like like some wind and a shit spinning on the.
Yeah, like that's
Okay, it
really
walked. It
really
walked. It
nice.
walked. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Wait for it. We said, yeah, but it's a too long of a wait.
When I
Because
see
right
this, I
now,
feel like Christopher got them worse throughout the year.
yeah, exactly. Because this is beautiful, and then suddenly, why is like? I think you can start the video from here. Actually, you don't have to like wait for it. Like what the fuck? Like, let's let's just do this, and then later switch the camera to the crystal, for example. Like like around the crystal. I think that would be like amazing. So
I
yeah.
also think ArtStation supports one of those like fancy web picture formats,
Yes,
like
yes.
WebP, GIF.
WebP, precisely.
Yeah.
Especially when
So
you're a professional version now.
yes.
So
So you can
make
actually
sure.
have instead of a YouTube link, you can actually have like a GIF or a fancy GIF that's not as like compressed. So
This is beautiful, man. Like, what is doing on this one? Like the inspiration of the first Stylus project. So he's making everything. Or this one
with
is
the
1 year
camera.
old. I applied for feature game with this piece. Okay. Man, he brave. I applaud that. But this is good. This is good. Maybe this is one also why the reason you get access. A downgrade from this is going to be embarrassing, man. You already
I
did a
also
lot of
think
good job.
need to do more environment pieces because like you're
Yeah,
pretty good with composition, placement, things like that. Maybe it's just you stolen everything from tutorial. I haven't seen it, but I think it looks very, very good. Most
I
of
mean
it.
that's like a lot, like you said. Yes, almost all is mine. Fence, wind, clouds, and pedestal is not mine. That's like everything.
Yeah.
Limit that one if you want to create like a personal project. You must try your best to actually compile those things, like create them, because it's nothing hard. Not saying that this is easy. It's not that. It's like you can do it, right? So if you want to call this piece like your piece, for example, make sure that everything is yours. Make it yours, especially when majority of the thing is already yours. So, like the wind and everything, maybe you can make like a better wind. Maybe depends because it's only like a cylinder. I mean, like, come on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you can do a better fancy model.
Exactly. So I think retouch on this one might benefit you because it's a good piece, man.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe fix
Yeah,
the like normals on the trees a little bit.
yeah,
You can,
exactly. Like the no, I love this one. See, from this angle, it's really good. But look at this tree. This is fucked up. This is
yeah.
messed up.
You remember the old trick when you use like transfer normals from like a sphere on trees to get all the leaves to? Uh, it still holds up. It's still a good trick.
So good. Made in Speed 3. Especially that. You can do better. Especially now. You already like been with us for a long of time. I mean, if you're getting even worse than this one, then I'm blaming you. It's only you that can be blamed, not me, not your classmate. Oh
I think one more tree type so, and a
yeah,
little bit like change
yeah.
the
Look at this is
tail
good.
on
Like
something. Yeah.
what you call it, like a birch, for example. Create a birch or like some other trees that's easy to make. Put it in, and then I probably work on this because you already have the general shape. Like I love how you do this. I don't know if it's an accident or what, but like this is good. I like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is kind of suck because well it was here. Maybe you have like a little bit of like breathing room for the bark. That will be good. This one, the silhouette is not that nice when it comes to like trees, stylized trees. So I don't know, work on something. Maybe you can put on like maybe some roots and stuff. Simple rocks that you can put here and there on the scene. Not repeating these flowers again and again because like in the real world as well, like how meadow works. Some flowers will grow up there, but then some flowers just somewhere else. Yeah, you know more, pay more attention, and I think you can create something out of this. That's my prediction. But great job, man.
Yeah. And to be
This is
honest, it's already a good portfolio piece. It's something that
it is.
people will see. You just need to add more information. So mm, maybe a breakdown of some element of, of the project, something
This
like that.
is nice. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. By the way, click on the YouTube video to his page. So it opens in YouTube and then click his user.
Watch on YouTube like that.
Yeah. Yes. And then click his username if you can see that. 3D Sven. Because this is also what recruiters will do. They will see if you have some like weird things on your like YouTube. So it's a good idea to have a separate one.
This is not the droid you're looking for.
Yes. So if you don't want
Yeah.
these things to be judged, you should maybe hide them. Um,
Don't even bother putting them there, man. I get them. I just put the relevant things that because people, be people. They be like clicking your stuff. Oh, let me check this guy's YouTube, and then they will have like this bitty bit boop shit. Oh my god, it
at
was
least
sound.
there's no hostage videos or something like that. So that's good.
Oh, ooh. But yeah, you get what I mean. But great job, bro. Let's see this. World of Warcraft inspired bookshop. Recreated one of the bookshop from World of Warcraft. I tried something new and made my own texture instead of hand paint. Oh, you think he can do better than World of Warcraft? Kidding, I'm kidding. Don't be mad. God damn it. That's good.
Yeah, you should probably explain what you mean with that because
Yeah,
it's very difficult to understand that sentence.
exactly. Like you need to tell like I something new and made my own texture or like my own way, but you need to elaborate that a little bit further as well. They're like, oh, I am
Because if
better
you
than
hand
this.
paint, you're making your own texture as well. So
Like the nerve of this guy, man. Like shit. I mean, I will look back on this one. God damn it. How would you phrase it? I don't make this. God damn it. Ask people. Then, oh, this is Sven style. I'm actually better than Blizzard. You know, like something like that. I just
well,
phrase it.
yeah, probably explain like what method you were using if you want.
Exactly. There we go. Thank you, Joel. The method or your effort on this one, like what kind of like push that you're going to make for this one to make it a little bit more better than usual. So that's good. So yeah, but that's a little bit nitpicky, right, Yo? But I think it's good to know to mention that to like people.
Yeah, it's a good thing to ask a friend. Like, does this make sense?
Oh my god, the placement is good. I love how it sticks with the size of the picture, right? It's good. This is
Yeah,
amazing. But the
covers
fucking
the screen.
repetition on this thing. Oh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think in general, this is a project worth revisiting at some point because I know you
Yep.
ran out of time.
And this is the same with this. I wonder why. Because this guy's too lazy and be using it. No, it's not about laziness, but if you want to do a repetition, make sure you can hide it properly. All right. So variation and stuff. Usually people will cover it with placements. People will cover it with colors. People will cover it with lightings to make sure that they actually optimize the thing that they use repeatedly on the scene. All right. Colors usually works. So right now, instead of having only like what red, orange, blue, that's it. I mean, what the fuck? We gotta
There's
add more.
one green book. One green book.
This doesn't count. This is like a different kind of book, right? And that's the problem with this kind of stuff. Like, so because you want something that's actually really good and detailed, then it means you have to be nitpicky with every single objects that's there. You know, so it's literally you need to revisit every single items, the books, the scroll. You need to make sure that all the details is actually the same. You know, same amount of detail because this is like a portfolio piece. You want to show it. So make sure everything is like good. Texture size are the same, like everything. Right now, it feels like you're just for me, and I'm really sorry about it. It just feel like you're just lazily put things, and that's even doesn't even look
Yeah,
real.
yeah, and look at references because in World of Warcraft there is actually not text in the bookshelves. There are
Yeah,
small logos. There's like moons and like leaves and
yeah,
arcane symbols.
exactly. Like,
Because text will never
may,
show up
may
on something this small.
exactly. This probably can help with like your so iconic symbol, right? And then maybe one of the book rack here have like some this I don't know something destroy your symmetry, right? And then maybe you have like something here, and maybe you have like a book, whatever, over there. Maybe even one of this just to break out symmetry. Maybe this. I mean, how hard is it to create like a cup, for example? Ask yourself, please. I mean, I know you're a 3D model. You're a Sven 3D, not a Sven 2D.
Yes. Priya, I
You
sent
don't.
you on Discord if you could open that link I sent you there.
Okay, let me open my Discord. Okay, very nice, you all. There we go. Do you see that? Do you see that? I'm gonna say you're better than Warcraft. Think
Yes.
again. Think again, my man.
He's looking for an internship as lead artist at Blizzard.
Mhm. Scary. nail that. And I'll be like, 30 days free, please.
Yes, that's the payment.
Yep. But you get what I mean, what we mean, right? When it comes to this. So, details. This is not that sharp as well, but all the details that make things a little bit more interesting are there. And also, when it comes, do you remember when I talked to you about color? Like all of these are purple, but it's the different shades of purple. So play with that, all right, to your advantage. This one is pink, different shades of pink.
Yes. Reference, 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 reference.
Precisely. So there we go. Stoffer. And then when it comes to this, because I know this is like the technique that he's using is actually just sculpting it like directly on the model. You like I'm guessing right now, but I think that's what he did. And I just import this model lazily to ZBrush and start putting like drawings. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this will be like some stone textures. This, seriously?
Uh, Yeah, I think actually pieces like this are interesting because they're using like techniques that are kind of lost to time that we learned when we learned 3D, like how to bake lightings,
Yep.
putting a sphere around to get like the shading with your AO and things like that. Because when I'm looking at the reference for World of Warcraft, they have a lot of like baked lighting information
Yes.
in their meshes. Even every book have like kind of shading probably
Mm-hmm.
been baked with like a sphere around it or something like that. You can kind of do that in like Substance Painter, even in modern softwares. So it's worth doing because right now you don't get almost any lighting information or shading in books. Just having like some gradients, so it's not just a pure block of one color.
You can just like adding some random stuff, for example. Maybe this will help you on your endeavor next time,
Yeah.
right? And play with icons or runic symbols or whatnot. Just make up something. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Having a trim piece you can put that makes
yeah,
it a little bit different. Maybe a
mm-hmm.
lion's head or something, or I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. What is it? Na-na.
One of those, like textile things that's hanging
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over World
yeah,
of
yeah. Like
Warcraft.
like those things, and then like maybe that, or maybe what you said is like a banner thingy. I don't know. This can be a little bit more good.
Yes.
So learn more hand painting. I say you just need to look at more and more references and get used to that because your mind will translate that automatically for you, man. And that's I promise you that. But repetition is key because if when you stop doing that, you stop doing those things. Basically, you're just going to lose it, and you don't want that. All right?
And I think it's worth doing studies, like small examples, like you hand paint something you would never like use in anything. Because when you're making large projects, they take weeks to finish. And then you're like kind of not learning a new technique for weeks. But if you just sit and like paint runes or like you sit and model ears, uh, like I'm gonna model 10 ears every day, then your learning will be so much faster. So don't skip out on that as well. Don't only make large projects.
Just going to check some more reference for this one. Oops.
5 updates found for Notepad.
Yeah, I have like my Windows updated with the graphical user interface now. Make it simpler to update my softwares, basically.
Cool beans.
All right, cool. But the polygon count is, I like this. This is really generous. This is good. But also when it comes to like some unnecessary things, it can be a little bit more cheaper on that one. God damn it. You can do better. You don't have to waste this because no one will see that. Not gonna lie. Like for example, I'm just going to do this. Let's say you want to create a scroll, right? And then you
A
want this.
constellation.
Yeah, a constellation like this can already cheapen things up a little bit. So I'm bad. I'm bad. So yeah,
Yeah, getting fired
just
again.
getting back again for sure. So look at that. That's already well. having lots of like unnecessary things. And probably the sides can be like 6 or 7. It should be good enough for a scroll this small. Doesn't have to be like really detailed because right now it's imbalanced. Like I said in the beginning, the amount of quality is different. So depends on what kind of like items that you're making. And if you check again the Blizzard ones, for example, the bookshelf, it's showing literally just that. So be careful.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if there's more polygons in the scroll than the shelf.
Yeah, but depends again, like back to the what kind of detail that you actually want in there. Because right now he barely have any detail, right? Like you don't have like right things. You don't have like this shape. Even though like this one takes a lot of space, but the shape is kind of like, oh, it's a cylinder. It's nothing better, like it doesn't make anything more good. So it's just a waste, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can use those edge loops, like tapering them, scaling them to get a little bit more out
Hmm.
of the shape.
Because this is like a really really good example actually. I don't know if this is can be used, right?
Hopefully not that black red orc.
No, but this one, for example, right? Like the count here is like really really good. It's very very kind of optimized, even though like the detail. So the person is not going for like, even though maybe he want like he push more on the texturing rather on the model. So he actually work on the model that he have rather than pushing. Like, oh, I need more details. No, no, you work with what you have, but you need
Yeah.
those, what you call it? Yeah, like it needs to be like the same. The quality needs to be balanced between all of your assets, so to say.
So nowadays, like hand painted is a style, but back in those days, it was also a way of optimizing because you could
Hmm.
paint details. You could paint like shadows and forms that
That's why we have hand painted actually,
yeah,
because we
exactly.
cannot afford like expensive model. So that's why
Yeah.
we fake everything with just redrawing on top of them. I mean, if you play the games that a little bit on the realistic side as well, back in the day, like the Driver series or like the early GTA's, they try their best, even though they're using real photos in there sometimes to make sure that that's not like even photogrammetry. Sometimes just like they take pictures.
Back then,
So yeah.
polygons were the limit. Nowadays, it's texture size. So
Mhm.
uh, so if you're hand painting now, you need to look at like the old masters and what they were doing, and
Yes.
that is it's difficult. It takes time to learn, but
And it will
we
take
have
time. So
substance
so be
paper now.
patient. Be
Yeah,
patient with that one. It's a process. You cannot, sadly you cannot fast forward that one.
and it's worth looking at really old tutorials because they were the best at teaching these like techniques.
Yeah, definitely,
Because
definitely.
moderns does not really cover usually how to actually get the shading right and so on and so forth. But yeah, overall, we spent a lot of time on this
Yeah.
bookcase. We should look at the
And then
Hammer of
also just
Doom
just
as
a
well.
little bit additional for probably helpful for everyone as well. If you want to learn like more like about like hand painted and like how is it going like up until today, you might want to follow this person from Blizzard, Jeff Parrott. Okay, Jeff,
Yes,
I'm
100%.
sending this guys to you. So I know you. This guy will, he's working at Blizzard. He's a really good hand painted artist. So please give him a follow. Jeff Parrott. Okay, cool. See, you know what's what. So keep yourself updated on that. All right. Cool. I usually look at Zug Zug. You Zug Zug yourself.
Priya, behave,
Zug Zug. Something you doing? Work, work.
work, work.
I'm trying to sleep. Don't poke me. Okay. Doom.
We have the Hammer of Doom.
Yeah, Doom Hammer looks. It looks like Doom Hammer. It's not finished yet. Like, where's the wrap? I really want to see the wrap. Is
Yeah. Where's the
there?
Wolfie?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Cross.
overall, it's nice shape language. I think the handle could be a little bit tapered. so it's not a straight line as much.
Hmm.
There's a little bit of shape to it, but you could
I
maybe
mean,
make
like
it a little
when
bit
it
more.
comes to, I talked to Sven regarding this, right? Like when it comes to like continuation from breakage, for example. If you want to make like a breakage, you need to think about like, okay, there's a chip here. What the fuck? It will bleed, you know. Like the chip is not going to be stopping here. I mean, if you notice like some real life items that's breaking, so right,
Yeah,
and
but
then
even seasoned pros make that
yeah,
mistake, I'd
definitely,
say.
definitely.
So,
But still, I mean,
but
if you
those
want to use
microchips,
this,
yes, 100%.
yeah,
And
if
those
you
you
want
can
to
make.
choose this for portfolio, right? So why
Yeah,
not?
it's true. True, true.
I mean, like what the
Those,
fuck?
yeah, those
When
microchips shipping you can
when
make in ArtStation.
when have you
All
seen
such.
like a wood doing this ever in your life?
Naruto,
Please show me
Naruto.
when. Okay, if you can come up with like a like a proof of like a wood grain like this, my God, you're like an amazing. No, be careful with things, right? Because you want it to be perfect in your own way and everything. So make sure that the reference that you're actually doing, you take those from nice reference. All right.
I think it's the hidden leaf logo in Naruto, Priya.
Maybe, but it doesn't even look like that. That shit looks like, and now I'm like weaving myself. So yeah, so do that, and then like check up things, and also breaking the elements, right? You already probably know that, but break the elements like between which one is metal, which one is like stone. So make sure this is not the time for you to be lazy or be cheap with whatever you're doing. When you texture a wood, make sure it looks like wood, and make sure I believe it, or like not me, but people that looking at it believe that thing is wood. Okay, please do that. And this is not a means to like push you. It's just, man, I think you can be much more better than that. All right,
And I
and
think if you look at like stone, there's like these large shapes. Because I think the crack like you have is really nice, but it's a large shape. And then the wood would have like this also like quite large like wooden fiber, like lines of
yeah,
the fiber and so on. So you should keep kind of the same
yeah,
exaggeration, I guess you can call it,
yeah.
between stone and wood.
And also, you're right, Sven. This part, this one, this is metal. This is actually metal that wrapping up the hammer. So it's not stone. So later you might want to change that. Raul will be mad if you messed up with this.
Roll is
Except this
merciless.
one, yeah, this one is good. This is lazy as fuck. The handle,
That's my least favorite part as well, to be
and
honest.
that is like a plugin, right? You the one that actually can make wraps and help you mix wraps in Maya or in Blender, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100 of them. Also, you can use an EMM brush in ZBrush,
uh,
something like that. Because I think
okay.
you need to have the shape of the band in the mesh as well. You can afford polygons just to get
Mhm.
the wrap actually feeling like it had depth to it. Because right now it's just a cylinder with some dashes.
Because right now, probably like Sven want to go through to the source, whatever kind of thing. But I think it's kind of playing on your weakness when it comes to this, because you want to show like how agile you are. So maybe instead of like making a Doom hammer, maybe you can create a hammer that actually inspired by Doom hammer and do your own version, only better. So maybe if you're now just spending your time, I don't know how many days talking to people about it. No, like actually Doom hammer is all stone. Like it's a never ending shit. All right. So, but if you can go with your own style, right, you can do whatever based on your imagination, based on your design. Like, I want this like wrapped in gold. I want this thing like there's like an elfin room. Make it yours. All right. Inspired by, yes, but make it yours. But again, this is something just so nitpicky. But if I'm you, I'll be doing that.
And
Okay.
also
Well,
remember, the information how to do things is all over the internet. You don't have to
internet.
wait
Yeah.
on an
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
You can
Don't
just
wait.
stylized wrapping,
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah. Stylized wrapping plugin. Stylized auto unwrap. I like. That's what I did. I won't bother like a UV unwrapping. That's
No,
why.
no bad advice here, Priya. Straight to jail.
But again, when you work, and of course you need to know like how's the basic at. But well, when you already know that, mm, but yeah,
Also, it can be worth mentioning that we will like give feedback on what we see. We don't really care about the reason you got there.
yeah.
Um,
So do it. This polygon count is really nice. I mean, this amount is like good enough for this. But right now, for the thing that you have right now, just like only drown, that's kind of suck, man. Like I can just like remove all of this altogether.
yeah,
I
because if
really
you
love
look
this.
at like the metal things on the head of the hammer, those
This
round
one.
metal,
hmm
no, they're small ones. They have
Okay.
the
Oh
most.
yeah, this one.
They have the most polygons density
Yeah.
out of all of them, and they are the smallest size. So you can
So you,
remove
yeah, a lot.
probably
Well, maybe
billion
this
polygons
method
there.
by I don't know 20 times. Just
Yeah,
make it
yes.
like small. Just make it small.
And then you can take those polygons and add to model the wrapping around it. So it's
And
actually in the mesh, just like your
mm,
the large crack is. Because this is really nice. Topology is
mhm.
really nice. You've done a really good job there.
Mhm. But also, worth noting that let's say this thing is the same, right? Don't waste your time with UV mapping all of this one by one. Fucking duplicate these things, all right? If it's not that important that can be easily duplicated, duplicate it, all right? A lot of people will just do that, and that's wrong. And to you, like, 3D artists out there, I mean, like, don't do that. Save your space. If something that you can
Yes.
actually duplicate it. So it's worth your time. You can actually have more better texture density because you have space, right? Imagine if you have to unwrap all 12 of them, for example. I don't know how many, but yeah, you get what I mean. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will help.
Yeah. If there is, I tend to do like, if this piece like this would have like maybe a lot of small details, I tend to UV map, like do three different variations
Mm.
and stack the rest of the UVs.
I see what he's doing here. He's actually
Yeah.
cheating. That's
Yeah.
a
I
brush.
like the hammered look. Yeah. But that needs to also be on the underside because you see that same shape on the like
Yeah,
lower
exactly.
part
He
is
forgot
really
on this
smooth.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Man, when you cheat, nice man. But this, for example, right? This one, like I don't really know what kind of material is this. To be honest, like this have like the same taste and feel with like all the stone. So is it stone? Is it metal? Is it like oh, and then he said like oh metal. Well, fuck is the
Yeah.
reflectivity? Because metal, as matte as it is, metal is always have like a refraction or
Yes.
reflection.
Yes. It's
Man, and you already have metal here. I mean, so you don't play around, man. Like, make sure the reflection is there if it's metal.
yes. There are isolators and then the electrics, and that's like how the light is reflected. It's all about
Mm.
the
Mm-hmm.
material properties, and they need to show.
Yep. This is
Yeah.
good though. Especially this is a metal. Oh, okay. So overall, like I can say kudos on this one, but god damn it, like wood can be better. Come to me again if you need some advice on that one. I'll be more than happy to guide you.
And that shot is maybe I don't know if you need that, and especially not at the end.
Yeah,
At the
like
end, you want to have the best shot. You want to
yeah,
finish with strong as well, or you want to start with the best shot and finish also with a very good shot. So
yes. So this one, delete, easy.
yes, and then add texture breakdowns and yada yada when you're done.
Yeah, texture breakdown is nice to have. And this is like kind of annoying as well because everything is already in the same width and everything really nice. And then this one,
Yeah, should
bullshit.
probably be earlier.
Yep.
So you block them by color, kind of.
All right.
You just choose one of them. Uh,
Well,
I would talk a little bit about the silhouette on that as a last
okay,
thing.
okay, okay, okay. Let's go.
Because let's say you would do the handle, like how would you change the silhouette to that? I would
Man,
guess
that's that.
would
Yeah, with the wrap, I need to play with the wrap because I need to make sure that thing looks like some other additional parts. not only something that's painted over. You can do that to the wood, not gonna lie, because wood is like something that have like its own texture, but this one is like something else entirely. So don't be lazy when you approach that. Just do it. I mean, it's worth doing, not gonna lie.
100%. Also, I sent you a screenshot of like the roughness fixes I did to this. Can be worth
Okay.
just talking a little bit about
What now?
uh, on Discord earlier. The one on Shop of the Hammer
Yes.
with the roughness fixes.
Yeah. 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 Let me
Yes,
find that.
yes.
Okay, there we go. Boop. Open in browser. There we go. Right.
Yeah. So just changing so not all like different stone
Ah,
materials, stone grids have different roughness. You still get a
this
little
is
bit
this is what
more
he make.
detail
Right. This
happening.
okay. This is what Christopher make, and this is what you'll. Man, look at this fucking bronze element to it. Like that's what's up. Well, like the tone, everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like handle's still ugly, of course, but well, can do better.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the hammer of the like stone, because you can see like how just
Oh, you
changing the
have the
roughness.
texture. You have this is
Yeah,
your texture, right?
and
So
it's
look at that.
already there. That's just changing a slider 2%.
Aha!
So
This
the
is
roughness.
This is
Is there.
Christopher too lazy to change the stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. It's the same
See?
roughness on all different parts of the hammer.
Oh
So you're just
my
changing that.
god! Oh,
So see all the details that are there, but it's hidden because it's
y-
the same values. Just
you're fired.
shows. It's like
All right.
these super small things. Roughness should
Ta-da!
never be the same on all
Ta-da!
pieces.
This is warmer. I like this one.
Yeah.
But again, that's probably why you're helping you out with that because well, to set up the mood on the items itself, and then make things a little bit. This one is a little bit colder, but this one is a little bit warm to it. And since you change like all the contrast and element, the background is also looking really nice with this one. This one is kind of blending. This one looks like the background is separate from the item itself, so that's worth knowing. All right.
Yes, and there's also the roughness that you see the edges on it, with the
Aha,
roughness
this one.
being,
Yeah.
so it kind of becomes like a line art, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And
The highest contrast points. Yes, yes. Nice. So
yes,
yeah,
yes,
I
and if
think you're already on the good track here, Ben. Like
100%.
not gonna lie, you just need to keep pushing it, and don't stop working on it. Okay, let's say this weekend, go for some sleep or whatever, but come next week, like do something.
No
Yeah.
sleep, only work.
Okay, so that's it, I guess. Woo!
Yeah, that was the
This is something. This is like wow, like more than 2 hours, yo. Like I'm so crazy. Page. What page? Like resume. Nah, this is nothing. I don't want to be talking about this. It's already like taking so much time. Our time,
yeah.
Christopher, for free. Nah, kidding. But yeah, I mean, you can always talk about that later. So that's what's good with like being in this conversation, so to say. But again, thank you so much, man. Like, hopefully you don't feel like offended at all because it's all like fair and like the game. Because I know
A
it
little
can
bit
be like
offended would be nice.
nah, man, you need to be like offended and become better from that. Because I know, because won't even bother offend you. Not gonna lie, if I don't believe in you. But I know if you be slacking or whatnot, you're just gonna be like those other 3D dude, man. And I don't want you. I don't want you to be that. You're better. So keep pushing.
Yeah, reaching out, asking people to give you feedback already
Precisely.
proves that you are dedicated to your craft.
Yeah,
So
man,
super happy
precis.
for that. Potatisgratäng, as Priya would say.
But yeah, yeah. So the next time we came to Buden, we need to make sure that you treat us like the royalty we are. So everything that Joel want, give. Oh, Joel, what do you want? But that is good. Make
Yes.
it happen. But yeah, we thank you, and hopefully you guys enjoy this one session because like a couple of like season episodes, I already make this like by myself, right? Talking by myself. But now I actually have someone that can bring balance to it. You're the chosen one, Joel. How can you
You
do
were
this to
supposed to
me?
save the art. You not leave it in ruins. Yeah, or darkness or whatever.
But yeah, okay. You please, if you like this session, if I mean, like, if you have like better response, like, to our how we put this present these things, or just comments in general, please let us know, and we will try to make it a little bit more better, hopefully. But just so you know, you will not be silencing us, but we will try our best to be like better, at least me, because I know Joel is already good. It's fine. Like me, I'm the king of all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it's been so fun looking at your work, seeing you grow. And don't be afraid to like bring in your portfolio. I got that form in LinkedIn that you might want to check that one. Just visit my page in LinkedIn. Maybe in a couple, I pinned that post, so make sure to put that form, right. Fill that form and tell, like, oh Priya, I want to be like bashed by you, like, so do it, so we'll have more fun next week, hopefully. All right.
Yes.
So thank you so much
Yeah.
for
Thank you for
everything.
having me.
Yeah, oof, thank you for being here, you all. Appreciate your time. Sorry for taking your precious time in weekend. So now you can get back to having some more fun.
Yeah, yeah. Crying in the shower is what I do on weekends normally. So
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
no worries. It's,
Do you have visitor right now?
no, Björn just stopped by and then went home. So
Oh, I thought he was like staying.
no,
Hmm.
no, he's back at your place. So be warned.
Okay, be warned. See you around. Bjorn, I need help, man. Like, I need to lug something. Seriously, god damn it. But yeah, thank you so much for you that's already like visiting us. Appreciate it. All right. So stay strong. Yes. Much love to you all. And we'll see you in the next
Don't
time.
eat the yellow snow, Sven. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
All right. Salam. Peace.